With new facts coming out every day, the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial is truly sensational. Recently during the hearings, information about Johnny's future project was put into question and the unexpected happened.
I pride myself on honesty. I pride myself on truth. Truth is the only thing I'm interested in.
The Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard case has been the fascination of millions of people around the world. It seems as if they can't get enough of it. While many people want to see what will come out of this trial, in today's video, let's talk about something that for the longest time had been completely sideswept by the media: Johnny's acting career, and a surprising revelation about his intentions with Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. After the claims of Johnny were first made public, many large companies started to distance themselves from him. Bear in mind that these were just claims. At this point, no one had any actual proof that he was what Amber accused him of being. Something to note was that while Johnny was being dropped from acting gigs left and right, like his Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald role, Amber seems to have been thriving with her role in Aquaman. Let's dive a bit deeper into Johnny's career sabotage. We're sure you've all grown up around Johnny's iconic role as Jack Sparrow in the movie Pirates of the Caribbean. Fans were truly saddened to hear that the next installment of the movie would not have Johnny as the main lead. Many fans were absolutely heartbroken. After all, we all know that Jack Sparrow is the real backbone of the movie. While to some people it might sound like an innocent "we wanted to rebrand the movie to make it more women-dominant," many die-hard Johnny Depp fans thought otherwise. In fact, Johnny himself talked about this situation in the trial hearing. He went in depth about how Amber's defamation article had completely turned his life upside down. The article had taken Depp by shock. Never in a million years did he think he'd be called a violent, drunk WB. In a truly gut-wrenching tone, Depp talked about how he could visually see people had started distancing themselves from him.
And then you notice people looking at you differently. And then you notice calls start coming from agents and producers.
This came as a complete shock to Depp, his family, and close friends, because throughout his illustrious career he was never accused of even raising his voice against a woman, let alone using force against a woman. He put forward his disappointment in his close compatriots who turned against him based on allegations that were not proven in court. Johnny Depp said, "I wasn't aware of that, but it doesn't surprise me."
People that I had spoken with, that I had met with over the years, who maybe were in a not such a great position and they needed advice, and I gave them the best advice I could. All I could think of was that those people would think that I was a fraud and that I had lied to them.
2 years had gone by of constant worldwide talk about me being this WB. He mentioned that he could obviously see that his acting career was getting visibly damaged. The calls he was getting for different acting gigs had started dwindling the moment this article had hit the stand. And in a few weeks, Johnny found himself in a very troubling situation indeed. Some fans have referred to this as the darkest period in his acting career. But is that really what happened?
Mr. Depp, I'm asking you a yes or no question. There were plenty of negative news stories about you prior to May 27, 2016, correct?
From 1984 up until then, they're both. So, of course, people write negative stories.
Sure. And
Amber's defense team tried to portray that Johnny was already on the verge of career suicide, and in fact, Amber's claims had nothing to do with him being let go from his several high-profile acting gigs. While Mr. Rottenborn did not outwardly say who the high-profile company is, we all knew which company he was alluding to: Disney. During the 15-minute question and answer session lawyer Rottenborn had on this topic, he tried to paint Johnny as an unreliable, angry man with substance AB issues. He did this by quoting several online articles written by news like The Guardian and Vanity Fair. A lot of people were dumbfounded, asking how could a professional lawyer use online news as proof in court? No doubt Depp was already in a very problematic situation to be in. He didn't anticipate that things were going to get a lot worse. Johnny did not think that the Me Too movement would pick up against him worldwide. Johnny Depp says that the hashtag #MeToo was against him. This social media pressure was the main reason that many big companies that had been working with Depp chose to completely drop him. These companies included Disney. Johnny and Disney had a long-standing partnership. They had collaborated on many blockbuster movies like 2010 Alice in Wonderland and, of course, Pirates of the Caribbean. Fans did not take well to the whole Depp and Disney situation. According to them, he was kicked out unfairly and waited for Disney to take their decision back. Sadly, that never happened. What really pinched fans was the fact that Johnny was actually in the process of being recast. After the success of the 5th part, Depp was called back to help the writers fine-tune the plot of the upcoming movie. This was only a few days before Amber published her article alleging to the AB she had faced at the hands of her now ex. In his testimony, Depp said that he wasn't really surprised that Disney had cut ties with him after that. He said that in the eyes of Disney, he was already a guilty man until he was proven innocent. What was truly heartbreaking was when Johnny commented on how he had built his character ground up and that Captain Jack Sparrow was an extension of himself. This really showed fans how close to Johnny's heart the character was. With such emotional attachments, some fans thought that he would join the franchise again if given the chance. Well, that may not be the case. All of this discussion led to one pivotal moment in the trial, well, at least for the Pirates of the Caribbean fans. He was questioned that would he ever think of going back to the franchise if Disney took him.
She didn't like it when...
Lawyer Rottenborn asked the 58-year-old, "The fact is, Mr. Depp, if Disney came to you with $300 million and 1 million alpacas, nothing on this earth would get you to go back and work with Disney on a Pirates of the Caribbean film, correct?" Johnny simply replied that it was true. Nothing could ever make him re-sign with Disney ever again. Fans commended Johnny on this statement, saying that he is truly a man with deep self-respect and that no matter how much money he could be given, nothing can ever buy your own self-worth. Johnny Depp further went on to elaborate that they, Disney, didn't remove my character from the rides. They didn't stop selling dolls of Captain Jack Sparrow. They didn't stop selling anything. They just didn't want there to be something trailing behind me that they'd find. Johnny Depp also expressed his opinion on how the false allegations had ended his professional career. "I would be a real simpleton to not think that there was an effect on my career based on Ms. Heard's words, whether they mentioned my name or not." During the trial, something interesting about Johnny's relation with the movie and its producers popped up. In a series of text exchanges back in 2015, Depp told his friend that he was not happy with the Pirates of the Caribbean filmmakers. The clips go on to say the following: "Honestly, I will not again be doing anything that involves this discussion of furthering my embarrassment of having for all these wasted space of nothing years on characters that I so ignorantly started to think of as my legacy." When asked about why he had sent this text, Johnny said that this was just him venting out to his friend. The new script Johnny had read was not at par with what he was used to. In his own words, he said, "My anger is that the screenplay was very lazily written and I had to rewrite it." Depp has testified about the pride he took in creating the Jack Sparrow character and made sure that everything he did as the captain was always on brand. He testified last week that, "I incorporated my notes into the character and brought that character to life. I believed in the character wholeheartedly, and the Disney folks were somewhat upset." So this leaves us with the question with the trial and people tilting towards Johnny: will Disney apologize to Depp after the new court trial? Well, that's a tricky question to answer. As more information regarding Johnny Depp's relationship with Amber Heard becomes available, people are banding together to support him. Since the start of his trial, the hashtag Justice for Johnny Depp has been trending on Twitter and other social media sites. It is clear to many that Disney owes Johnny a public apology following the court case after they removed him from the Pirates of the Caribbean series, a decision that caused great outrage among fans. Knowing that Johnny will not return to his role is really sad, but many fans demand such an apology after the court case. After all the bitter events with Disney, the collaboration of Johnny Depp with Disney in the future is virtually impossible, meaning that it's the end of an iconic era. Furthermore, Johnny Depp has now exposed Amber Heard's lies and claimed it publicly. Click here for the story.